Hello and welcome to this ASMR video intro. Today's video is a video that is about hunting, and it's nice and it's also good because we don't blow up any deer or shoot them to the space with a big gun. So don't worry about that, and in the video we'll talk about different things that have to do about hunting, and it's sometimes I say things where you maybe will like it. So if you do like the video, then make sure to hit the subscribe and like and comment button, because then it will tell YouTube to send this video to the North Pole so that Santa can watch it. And if he likes the video, then maybe he'll get me a new Lego Star Wars set. So if you could do that, then that would be nice, because I really want that very badly. So please do that and have a nice time. Bye. Well, it's 5 a.m. I have about maybe an hour drive to get where I'm going, and then I gotta wear a lot of warm clothes. I got like this sort of, like, wear it under your stuff to make the warm happen. And then everybody knows. Ooh. And everybody knows you gotta get the dang waterproof pants, because you don't want to get. I know a real secret to be warm. You gotta get yourself one of these things, and then it keeps the face, mouth breath in, and it's pretty nice. Then you need the orange hat and the orange vest. This one's kind of fuzzy, and this way the other hunters, they can see you good, because deer, apparently they don't see orange, I guess. That's what I'm told. But there you go. Also, you know, put on some gloves, but then because you're gonna be sitting, and I'm gonna be sitting in the cold. Whoa, remember that? Remember when I said and then that one video I said it makes the noise? Well, it did it. And then last but not least, you need your little gun, but with the bullets, that way when you shoot them, it actually shoots them. Well, I apparently have a little bit of a low tire pressure, but that's okay. It's not no tire pressure. But yeah, I'll see you. Well, late. Bye. Okay, so Brandon, when did you first decide that you hated deer and wanted to exterminate them?
Ever since I moved here.
What's your main reason for killing deer, for murdering innocent animals?
I mean, realistically, food.
Yeah.
Just for fun, to be honest.
Just for fun. Are you a sociopath?
Sure.
Yeah, that's all right. As long as you admit it.
At least I admitted it, yeah.
All right, well, there you go. Okay, that's the interview done. Good job.
That's a pretty quick interview.
Look at those dogs. Look at those dogs. What are you doing? Who are you looking at? Who you looking at? It's dark out. We're walking up. I don't think you can actually see anything, but Yeah, we're going up to the spot. Well, it's been a couple hours. We didn't see anything. We're taking a little walk. Just to, see what we can see. Also, it won't stop fucking raining. So anyways, at this point, we went back inside because the deer don't become active again until around sunset. So I decided that it would be nice to sit down on the couch and talk about the moral implications of killing an animal. Thank you.
Hold on.
Get out of here, Sadie. You goddamn monster. I already started recording. We can just,
Okay, alright.
so
So what do we talk about?
just whatever we feel like, whatever's on our hearts and minds.
Yeah.
So we didn't get anything.
No.
Well, who'd have thought that sometimes you don't see a deer sometimes.
Sometimes. Just gotta know when it's...
Oh, but I did want to actually get your opinion on, like...
Oh, yeah.
Because I was talking with a younger person yesterday
Uh-huh.
about hunting, and they were asking me about, like, I guess, the ethics and justification of killing an animal, and, why someone would do that, I guess. Because I've seen a lot of people, they don't understand all the different, I guess, perspectives on it.
Uh-huh.
They just kind of see it as like, you're going out and murdering an animal, you're killing it, and you're a monster.
Mm.
So, what's your thoughts on that, I guess?
I mean, obviously, like, you're gonna eat it. I mean, I don't like if I catch a fish, like, I don't just take it and throw it on the ground. Like, if I take it home, I'm gonna eat it. If not, I'm gonna throw it back. But hunting's kind of one of those things, like, nobody just really does it just to hunt. Usually, you take it and you harvest it, and you put it in the freezer, essentially.
To clarify, if there was somebody who did just, they just wanted to kill something and that's it, like, how do you feel about those people?
I feel like it's kind of a waste. I mean, I don't see why you would do that. I mean, most hunters, pretty much all, if not most hunters, I mean, I don't know. I've just never met anybody that ever, like, didn't actually, like, take the meat and put it in the freezer and do all that. I don't know. I mean, I don't know any, like, some of those, like, African safari hunters.
Oh, yeah,
wanna,
that's
like,
a different story.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they do with that.
I'm pretty
'cause, like,
sure-
do you eat lion. Like, what
I'm
do
pretty
you
sure
do?
they're not going for the meat.
Yeah, like, are you going for just trophy strictly, or I don't know. I don't know what it is because I've just never hunted for that.
Well,
the only thing I've ever hunted for really was deer and turkey.
They do call it trophy hunting.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, those guys,
Watch
you
out.
call them bad all you want because they kind of are.
I think really I'm more into, like, fishing, to be totally honest.
But also there's the aspect of, like, and then there's a million and one justifications for anything you do, but with hunting, one of the big things I hear people say is we killed off their natural predators so that they don't, kill and eat us, and that, you can go outside at night and let your dog pee without worrying about a wolf or a mountain lion coming and killing it.
I suppose.
So therefore, and this is not my words, this is what everybody says, but we have to cull their population because if not, they're going to ravage the ecosystem and just overpopulate, and then there's going to be more people hitting deer with cars and stuff like that, which I agree with. I think we kind of, like, in the same sense that, like, we have responsibility to not cause animals to go extinct.
Yeah,
I
there
think
has to be a trade-off with it.
I think this goes in with that.
Yeah.
And if you get to go, whether you enjoy it or not, but if you get to go and get your own meat and
for whatever reason you want to do that and have that experience,
Yeah.
I think it's probably a good thing that we can hunt, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with that. I mean, you know, it's people that want to go out and do it. You get to go out and do it, hang out in nature for a day, you know, shoot a deer, fill up your freezer, and at the same time you're still doing doing other people a favor, whether or not they like actually realize it. You know what I mean? Like, because I mean, those deer go out to this field and they come out and I don't grow anything out there, but I mean, they bother my garden all the time. They bother, I'm sure everybody else around here that grows crops out here is probably, bothered by them. I don't really care because, I mean, the farmer over here, he just mows this just to mow it for hay. So, I mean, they do go after the hay bales too. I mean, it's just something, you gotta control the population of them. Otherwise, if it gets like too out of control, it's gonna be deer everywhere.
I think regardless of that fact as well, like, because, like, I don't like to try to, like, justify what I'm doing. I like to just actually decide why I want to do it and just stick with that. And I'll admit, like, the first time I went hunting a couple years ago, like, I didn't really know why I was doing it. I didn't really have, like, a good reason that I thought about. I just wanted to go do it, and I wanted to see what it was like. And I remember when I shot the deer and realized that I had hit it and killed it, and I saw it laying there on the ground, I was just like, oh shit,
no.
Why'd I do that?
What'd I do?
Why did I do that? And then you have to deal with the consequences of your actions, and for me that was, I'd never cut into an animal before, and it was traumatizing.
Yeah.
Their whole rest of the day, I had like 1,000-yard stare. Like
it
it felt horrible, and I was like, man, maybe hunting's not for me, but we've gone and done it a couple more times.
I think it's just because, like, for me personally, I think they're just too close to dogs.
What was that? What's the saying? It's too hard to kill anything that has eyebrows.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, fish, I just kind of like think of them almost as like more of
they're like a
plant almost. That just it eats and it just swims around and it fish eats and it has like no real like mind outside of like, okay, this is where I want to be.
Yeah.
This is the temperature I want to be at, and whenever I have the opportunity, I'm going to go eat food. And
is it true they don't feel pain?
I think that's kind of like up in the air, but from what I understand, they like more feel pressure, I guess, because like they can feel the pressure between like a higher, like if you're in the water column, they can actually tell like what part of the water column they're in based on the pressure around them.
So in terms of like,
so I don't know if they can feel things in the sense that like we feel it, but I think that they can actually like, they definitely feel pressure is what I've been kind of like told, because they have like a float bladder that like does all that stuff. I think. I mean, I'm not a scientist.
So kind of like if you get numbed, like I got a wisdom tooth taken out and they numbed it, and I felt all of the pressure of what they were doing, but not the pain.
I feel like that.
And then same like if you get stitches and they numb it, like like it doesn't hurt, but yeah, I can sense that there's a thing piercing my skin and going in. But back to what I was gonna say with hunting is like the reason I've discovered that I like to do it. It's more of a, I guess you could say a spiritual type of a thing.
Yeah.
Where I really like going and just like it's quiet and you have nothing to do while you're out there waiting for a deer to show up other than just think.
Yep.
And it's the things your brain comes up with when there's nothing else going on around, like it's interesting. You just sit there and think and you zone out. It's almost like you're hypnotized. Kind of like when you're driving and you're like, at a certain point, you're just like, how did I even get here?
Yeah.
But like we sat out there for what, about 3 hours or so?
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like it.
No, it goes by pretty quick.
But then also like going through the entire process of like, because in nature we were predators. You know, we do eat plants, but we also eat meat, and we killed our meat. We weren't like scavengers or anything like that. And it feels, I guess, good to like get in touch with that like primal self, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like the fucking liver king or anything. but no, there's something to that. Like,
sorry, it's just the fact that like people looked at that dude and was like, "Yeah, he's natty," it just blows my fucking mind. I haven't heard of this guy up until I didn't hear about this guy up until like Voice Critical's video of him. So I like did a deep dive in it, and I'm like,
For those of you who
not
don't
a
know,
second of this did I think that this dude was natural.
Liver King is a fitness influencer, I guess you could say, who like eats like organs raw and like trained himself to eat raw meat, and he's super jacked, and he has like I don't know that all that much about him, but Craig told me about him a couple months ago.
Puffiness to him.
But
that's the other thing.
But he's like, his whole thing was he's all natural, and basically it came out that he's been doing what's it called, like HGH, or like he's not all natural. Yeah, there was some stuff that's not natural he was doing to get that.
He did come out with I haven't watched it yet, but he did come out with like an apology video apparently.
Oh,
I fucking hate. I mean. Can I say that in this? Sorry.
What, you hate apology videos?
No, the dropping the F-bomb.
Oh, say whatever you want.
Oh, okay, alright, cool. Sorry, I don't know if you're like trying to keep it like
this is
strictly
not for kids.
Okay, good. I guess so.
Kids can watch it, but you know, they might come out corrupt.
Yeah, good point.
But anyways, go ahead.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, I just fucking hate the apology videos. I can't stand them.
Yeah.
I just think they're just they're just really they're pandering, and like even when they apologize, like you can still tell that they're trying to get views, you know. Do
you think it'd be better if they just owned it, like, yeah, I use fucking HGH,
yeah,
what do you do about it?
It'd be like, alright, sorry guys, I did what I had to make money. If it was lying to you, joke's on you, bruh. To me that seems like, I don't know, it seems a little more genuine.
But going back to the whole, like, and this is just because I use the word primal, and that might not be the best way to explain it, but I just like going through the process of, like, I went out and hunted this, I got the meat, and, like, now I'm eating it, and, like, I know where my food comes from, and then now when I go to the store and buy some chicken or some ground beef or whatever, I can make that connection in my head, like, this came from an animal, and in a way, it made me respect nature and animals more.
Yeah.
And dislike, you know, what a lot of, like, large, like, farm corporations, I don't know what you would call them, but, like, the mega farms.
Yeah,
like, they just process animals like products rather than, you know, letting them live an actual life.
Yeah, that's kind of why I like, you know, getting, like me and my family, we buy a full cow, and that's kind of what I like about it. It's like I know where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just came from over the hill over here, and it's like, you know, they pretty much grazed on an open field their entire lives. Like, you know, they had everything given to them. Like they were treated well. Like it's not like, you know, they were just raised in a warehouse somewhere in a cage. Same with chickens, but I mean, they're ugly little rat birds anyways, but they just kind of chill in their coot, or, you know, just kind of chill in their run. But yeah, it kind of like puts it into perspective, like the work that actually goes into that, you know, and that's kind of one thing that I appreciate about like actual livestock farming, and like hunting's a little different in my mind, just because like you're putting in that effort to like track the animal and do that, whereas like livestock, like you're putting in, you know, you get what you pretty much get out of it what you put into it. Like, you know, I can sit there and make those chickens like the best, you know, chicken coop of all time, like the Taj Mahal. And they'll have more eggs.
Give them a slide in a ball pit
later throughout. Yeah, they'll lay throughout the year longer, and you know, it's just. But hunting's a little different. Like to me, it's like more therapeutic, and there's a lot of skill.
Therapeutic's a good way to put it.
Yeah, like especially whenever, like when me and Eric went turkey hunting, and it's like you try to like, and that's my thing, is like trying to make that like perfect moment where you're kind of like, okay, I'm set up you know, I know where I'm gonna be. I'm set up in my spot. You know, I know around, you know, depending on the weather, depending on this, like around this time, you know, there's a deer going to come through here. There's going to be turkey that come through here, and trying to like make that is just
It
for
is-
me. That's what like makes it fun. is
It's
'cause, like,
satisfying
it
when
gives
it
me
pays
something
off.
to do,
Yeah.
and it gives me something to do like throughout the off season too. Like
Mm-hmm.
put the feeder out and like do all this other stuff. Like it's
And it's a trade-off in that sense too, where like you're giving the deer free food all year that they don't
Yeah,
have to
pretty
go
much.
find, and it's a reliable source of food, and they can go get it. And it doesn't mean that just because they're eating your food that you're going to kill them, or that anybody else is going to kill them. Because you're only allowed to get the one deer a year.
Yeah.
So if 10 deer come in there and you get one of them,
Yep.
the other 9 got to eat for free and continue living.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean it's fun. I just like I said, I just like going out there and sitting on my porch, hanging out, drinking a beer, watch the little deer come around, and it's fun. It's nice.
Oh, look, they're
Gives
eating.
you it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
I hope that you enjoyed the video because I worked hard to make this video and all the videos I work hard to make, and I hope that they are good. So thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye. It's 5 o'clock. Time to crack open a cold one and enjoy a night with the boys.